Ooh, 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 ooh. Boom, boom. Okay, why is this spinning? Hold on. Okay, it's gotta be tight. That's why. Okay. First things first. Apple cider and lemon juice, a little bit left. Mostly lemon juice in there. So I'm gonna cut it with some OJ. Used to be a commercial. First things first, obey your thirst. Ice. Baking soda. Quarter teaspoon. Half teaspoon. Fizzy. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's good. That's a good blend right there. Look at that head. Oh yeah. Brain freeze. A little too much baking soda. Let me see if I do 1/4 and a half of a quarter. So what's that? 3/8. 3/8 of a teaspoon. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. Boris Johnson. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Fuck you. I don't care if it's a conspiracy. Anyone who is telling people to get vaccinated, die in a hole. Hope you die in a hole. Hey, Matt. I just made an orange fizzy. I'm gonna read this story. And then I'm gonna start making pizza flavored Dynatrax for somebody on Facebook. That's my Friday night. Yeah, I'm not using tomato though. You'll see. You'll see if you stick around. You'll see. I'm not using tomato because I'm gonna tell the person to put sliced tomato on it. He asked me for pizza, but I'm not making. I need to get this Dynatrax recipe out. You know, I need people to know about it. So I'm gonna make Dynatrax, but I'm gonna put garlic, onion, and oregano in it, basically. And then he could put the sliced tomato on it. Boris Johnson, yeah, I'll get into that in a few minutes. Boris Johnson's turbulent tenure as Britain's Prime Minister came to an end Thursday after a historic party revolt over a series of ethics scandals forced him to step down. Jeez. If you're a scumbag in politics, that's a special kind of scumbag. Because anybody who gets into power, they gotta have low morals. I don't care, man. These people got to do something to get into power. Compromise themselves in some way that the puppeteers have something on you so they can control you. It took the resignation of nearly 60 members of his government, almost half the payroll, for Johnson to finally abandon his attempts to cling on to power. Even then, the Prime Minister insisted that he would continue as caretaker leader while the Conservative Party launches the process of choosing a successor. Some senior figures in his party say even that will be unsustainable given the dwindling number of people willing to work for him. Others are already lining up to replace him. Party officials say they will announce the timetable for a leadership election by Monday. Speaking in front of the famous 10 Downing Street door, the same place where many of his predecessors delivered their own resignation address, Johnson announced that he would be stepping down without actually saying the words out loud. It is clearly now the will of the Parliamentary Conservative Party that there should be a new leader of that party and therefore a new Prime Minister, Johnson said. The process of choosing that leader should begin now, he said. He added, saying the timeline will be announced next week. In a sign that he's planning to stay in the office for as long as he can, Johnson announced that he had appointed a new cabinet to serve, as I will, until a new leader is in place. Appointing new cabinet ministers means that the government can continue to function as he prepares to depart. All right, well, Johnson has in recent months been engulfed in a series of scandals that forced even his most stalwart supporters to abandon him. The latest was Downing Street's botched handling of the resignation by Johnson's former deputy chief whip, Chris Pincher, who was accused of groping two men last week. Is that it? One of his friends groped somebody? Really? I think there's more to it than that. Well, listen. I'm American. And this is America. We don't We don't follow England anymore. We beat them. We beat England. We took this country. So good riddance. Good riddance to Boris. Hope the Queen's next. Get rid of that old bag. All those Illuminati jerks. Can you see the fizz? Alright, so first I'm just going to put the ice back in the freezer downstairs. Okay, next, put this ice out there. Next I gotta make a little bit of Irish moss, real quick. Got just a little bit right here. I have some, but make a little more. Shouldn't take too long, just gotta clean it. You know, a lot of shit's happening in the world, but I'm a bit of a, you know, what's the word, conspiracist? No, that's if you're doing the conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I think it's all planned. I think Boris Johnson, Andrew Cuomo, they do things in these Illuminati rituals to get into power, and the ritual is recorded, so now they're on tape compromising themselves, whether it's pedophilia, human sacrifice, murder, gay sex, whatever it is. Maybe there's other rituals, I don't even know. And because they're on tape doing that, now the Illuminati, when they get them to do what they want, hold on, how do I, this is on, and then, I'm trying to get this warm but not too warm. Then the Illuminati They get them to do what they want. They say, you either do what we want, or, you know, first they tell them, you do this, you'll get the power. Then they get into the power, into positions of power, and then the Illuminati says, do what we want now, whether it's mandate, you know what, or whatever. Pass these laws, you know, for the drug companies, whatever it is. Appoint this guy, whatever. You do what we want, or we're gonna release the tape, and you're gonna go to jail or be, you know, shunned by your family. Or it could be something else. Could be they did a blood oath. They said, I pledge allegiance to the Brotherhood under penalty of death. Something like that. Or my family. So they're screwed, man. They got to do whatever they're told. And now Boris Johnson was told, you got to resign. That's one way to look at it. People are saying, oh, well, it's because his whole team resigned. Well, they're in on it too. They got the orders too. You all resign. And then Boris is gone. And guess who's coming next? Somebody even worse. That's my theory. I guess I'm a Debbie Downer. I just think that, you know, there's going to be a new pandemic. They're going to mandate the you-know-what because they want to hack our systems with the Matrix injection. You know what I mean when I say the Matrix injection, right? Plug you into the Matrix. I just heard my phone go off. I think my girlfriend wants to hang out. If that's the case, I am gonna have to end the stream. But let me see if I can make one recipe so you can see. If not, I'll jump back on when I'm able to make it, because if she's coming over, I'm gonna put this on pause. You know what I mean? I actually thought I was gonna be alone tonight, so that's why I came on stream. If I knew she was gonna be texting me, I wouldn't have even started the stream. I don't want to leave you hanging. My bad. Alright. So that's Irish moss. Now let me just check my phone, then I'm gonna blend it up. Juice here. Alright. Now I'm kind of glad that wasn't her, it was somebody else. Kind of glad because now I can make the recipe. Kind of not glad because I don't get to hang out with my girlfriend. Oh well. So I'm gonna make dino tracks, but I do have to blend the sea moss. So let me just show you here. This was, what did I do this, 2 nights ago? They call it Irish moss, John. I believe that it's actually harvested in the Caribbean or the Philippines. I'll check the label. The Jamaican moss might be darker. It is called Irish moss, and there is Irish moss in Ireland. I don't think it's because of the color. I think it's actually, you can get it in the North Atlantic. But I know also that it can be harvested in the Philippines. So I'll check the label if it's still on the bag that I just threw out. That's the sprouted buckwheat. Just rinsing the bag off. I might throw it in the wash with my clothes, but I might not have to. Put some warm water on it, rinse it, squeeze it. Okay, here you go. No, it doesn't say. It just says Irish moss, sea moss. Sorry. I can't answer that question. You want to see the buckwheat close up? Yeah. I'll even put it in the good lighting here. Stupid camera stand. Hold on. Okay. Summertime, so they sprout really quick. Some of these stems are really long. The tails. You were watching the other night when I soaked it, right? I soaked it, I put it in the bag, and that's it. Kept them wet, kept them moist. So I rinsed them with distilled water. I made the mistake of rinsing them with tap water one time, and they barely even sprouted. They got ruined because of the fucking tap water. You believe that? Deadly. Okay, now I got to put my blender back together because I took it apart to clean it. Shouldn't take long. I'm just gonna clean it out once again. I used it to put the buckwheat bag in, so it's got like slime on it from the water. Now I'm gonna just dry it. Drag this part too a little bit. Okay, and got this part and this part. Okay, and then there's a special handle here. Tighten it. Okay, that was easy. Now I can blend that sea moss. Cover it with water. Pumpkin seeds put over here. Whoa. Overflowed. Shit. Alright. No big deal. Let me get out my latest Dino Tracks recipe so I know how much Irish moss I need. I think it's 2 cups. It might be 1 cup though. Dino Tracks. May 2022, May 5th, 2022. 4 cups buckwheat, 3 cups pumpkin seed, ½ cup moss, Half cup chia. Oh, fuck. I didn't get chia. I have a little bit downstairs. Damn it. Alright, well, I guess I'll just be making one batch then. So I get more chia. Chia. Oh, that fizzed up quick. Let me go get the chia. Chia. Alright. It's only a half cup more, so I didn't even need all that. What do I got in the blender right here? Shit, over a cup. Dang, bro. How much chia do I need? Half cup chia. Okay, I got about... Looks like a cup of chia, so I can make 2 blenders full. Alright, let me read another story and I'll come back in and get to work on that. You're getting it dark, like roasted. I guess if it's roasted, it will not do that. And once it's roasted, you can't sprout it. That's true. True dat. It's dead. Okay. Elon Musk had secret twins last year, weeks before having second child with Grimes. Oh, this is a video?
Elon Musk may run more companies than you can shake a stick at, but it turns out his family is even bigger. Business Insider reportedly got their hands on court documents revealing that the Tesla, Starlink, SpaceX, Neuralink, etc. founder and CEO just had his 8th and 9th kid last year. The children's mother is 36-year-old Siobhan Zillis, director of operations and special projects for Neuralink. The court documents that were discovered were apparently relating to the changing of the infants' names so that they will, quote, have their father's last name and contain their mother's last name as part of their middle name. Business Insider also reported that the name change was eventually approved in May. Anyone keeping track of the Musk drama timeline will notice that the twins would have been born only weeks before Musk and his former girlfriend Grimes had their second child. Musk is a long-standing advocate of having many children, though he might be reaching his limit. Back in 2020, he seemingly forgot his own son's name when asked about him during an interview. No, it's an easy mistake to make, as the child's name is XA12, spelled like this.
Okay, wow. Go Elon. Go on with yourself. Yo. He's not practicing semen retention. Oh.
I think the first thing that everyone is going to want to know is when will this be fixed?
Okay, so as of now, we do not have an ETA on.
Elon Musk ain't practicing semen retention, it seems like. But he probably doesn't have to, because he got a lot of money to take care of all his kids. Me, I'm broke ass. I can't afford to take care of my own kids, let alone more kids. I'm going to rinse the blender out in the interest of keeping things tidy and neat. Alright. So, we'll just go down the list. 4 cups buckwheat. We'll call that almost 1. Almost 2. Almost 3. Almost 4. And then it's like, you know, the rest of it. 4 cups. So there should be a 4-cup line in here. It's actually a little less. A little more. Alright, close enough. 4 cups buckwheat. 3 cups pumpkin. I bought a lot more pumpkin than I thought than I needed. One half. 1. 1.5. 2. 3. Half cup moss. Making sure we get the full half cup. Half cup moss. Half cup chia. I have another half cup here. Here's my chia flour. It's not quite a half, so just put a little more in there. Half cup chia. 1/3 of a cup ACV. That's apple cider vinegar. Oh wow, I'm running out of ACV. Alright. I'm actually gonna need 2 hands for this. Okay. 3/2 cup H2O. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3/2. 1/2 cup nutritional yeast. Okay. 1/4 teaspoon sodium bicarbonate and 2 teaspoons salt. So here's the salt. Might help if I take the top off. 1. I'm going even. 2 even teaspoons. And then, what is it? 1/4 teaspoon bicarb? Okay. I feel like maybe I should put a full 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to go 1/2 teaspoon. 1, 2. And then, okay, so now I also got, because I'm making it a pizza flavor, right? So we got onion powder. I'm gonna go with a tablespoon. Okay. Garlic powder. I'm gonna go with a teaspoon. And then I got oregano leaves. Oregano leaves. What am I gonna do with oregano leaves? How many should I do of oregano? I'm thinking at least a tablespoon. I also got Italian seasoning, but I feel like it's a little too many ingredients. Oregano is 1 tablespoon, okay? You can always add more. That's something my mom taught me. As a chef, you can always add more. You can't take it out though once you put it in. So we'll stop there. We'll blend this and I'll do a little taste test. Tamper. Flying out. Fucking piece of shit. I really don't like the new Vitamix. I like the old one, but mine is broken. 10 years it lasted. Now I gotta get it refurbished. I beat it up too bad. Never gave me problems like this though. She was good while she lasted. Pizza Tracks, version 1. I'm gonna get a pen and write it down. Okay.
Ribbit.
Where's James Casbolt? Who's James Casbolt? Is he alive? Hey Mom, sorry for the late text. Can you tell me what time you're supposed to pick up the guys tomorrow? My sons. Okay. Is James Casbolt the guy who died in Ukraine or not? Okay. So we had 4 cups pumpkin. Oh, no, 4 cups buckwheat. 3 cups pumpkin. Shit. Okay. 1/2 cup Irish moss. 1/2 cup chia. 1/3 of a cup apple cider vinegar. 3/2 cups H2O. 1/2 cup yeast. Okay. We did 1/2 teaspoon sodium bicarbonate. We did 2 teaspoons salt. We did 1 tablespoon onion powder. We did 1 teaspoon garlic powder. And we did 1 tablespoon oregano leaves. So there's the full recipe if you want to screenshot that. Boom. So now I'm going to put it on a Teflex, put it in the dehydrator, and taste test. Dough. Excuse me. Get this out of the way. Let's see. Definitely smells good. I don't know that I would say that it smells like pizza, but it doesn't smell like regular Dino Tracks either. So I think we might be onto something. Can always adjust. Do a little taste test right now, actually. I think that's gonna go good with a tomato on it. I feel like it could be saltier, but or more yeast. I definitely taste the oregano though. It's good. It's a good addition. So I'm gonna try to split these up evenly between the 2 sheets. Just gonna eyeball it though. trying to figure out what is the flavor that I need to make that more taste like pizza. I feel like maybe even more garlic. Oh man, I just did a fizzy and it overflowed too quick. Alright. Let me read another story and then I'll come back and spread those, okay? Alright, you're welcome, Matt. I wouldn't say that's the final recipe though, but that's what's being shipped out. I'm gonna have to see how it tastes when it's dehydrated too. You know? Okay. Rafael Dos Anjos. Gaethje and Chandler wouldn't fight me. Rankings obsession. Oh, they want to take the shortest path to the title. Rafael Dos Anjos plans to be a UFC champ again, but the future Hall of Famer isn't fighting a top 5 ranked opponent when he returns to the octagon Saturday night, because RDA tells TMZ Sports the dudes at the top of the division simply won't fight him. We're trying to get a fight with all the guys ahead of me on the rankings, but nobody seems to want to fight. Number 7 ranked Dos Anjos says, adding many fighters will only face guys ranked higher than them. We asked the soon-to-be 38-year-old fighter who's beaten guys like Nate Diaz, Robbie Lawler, and Donald Cerrone, specifically who turned down the fight. Everybody. We tried everybody. We tried Michael Chandler. We tried Justin Gaethje. We tried everybody. It seems to not work. We threw all the names out there, trying to get a better fight with a better ranked opponent. But besides Beneil Dariush, he's my friend, I didn't try to fight him. But other than that, it seems like nobody wants to take us a, quote, step back. For FYI, there's technically no lightweight champ. The strap was stripped from Charles Oliveira after he missed weight prior to his title fight with Justin Gaethje in May. Dustin Poirier is ranked number 2. Islam Makhachev is number 4. Chandler 5 and Dariush 6. As for the guy RDA is fighting, 29-year-old Rafael Fiziev is a savage. He's ranked number 10 and has only lost once in his professional career of 12 fights. He fought last December 2021 when he knocked out Brad Riddell with a spinning head kick in the final round. Holy, he did that? Sheesh. Both top 10 fighters are attempting to get to the same place, the top of the lightweight division. Dos Anjos has been there before, defeating Anthony Pettis for the lightweight belt in 2015. Fiziev is trying to claw his way to the top for the first time. Bottom line, only one Rafael can emerge the winner on Saturday. Oh, that is terrible. You had to use the double the double Rafael line. What has journalism come to? Oh, great. I got a roll tomorrow with my coach. He's a black belt. You know, there's black belts and then there's black belts that beat black belts. He's the latter. He's black belts that beat black belts, and he's got one of his friends coming. Great. Can't wait for that. His friend's probably another freaking black belt. That means I gotta go in early and clean the mats, just like I do on the weekdays. I thought I had the day off to go visit my kids. Well, Supposedly, according to, what's that religion? Jewish mysticism. Kabbalah. According to Kabbalah, I chose this life when I was a spark in a faraway galaxy, or in the center of the universe, whatever it is, the cosmic mother. When I came out of the cosmic mother as a spark, or even before that, when I chose to come out, I knew where I was going to end up. It's math. You know, there's an underlying mathematical equation of existence. People believe in free will. But that's in the equation already. It's all factored in there. We know what's going to happen. We know the choices we're going to make. We know the pain and suffering that we're going to go through and where that's going to lead us. It's all predetermined. You still have to make the choice, though. You still have to do the work. But your fate is your fate. And you knew where you're going to end up before you chose this life. One way to look at it. Happy Face is recommending usnic acid to be added sparingly, reacting with sodium bicarbonate for a leavening effect, plus a more well-rounded woody bread flavor, aroma, power, sourdough. Oh, okay. Usnic, what does he say? Usnic? Usnic acid, where do I get that? Where's usnic acid from, Elcash? Talk to me. And where are you talking to Happy Face, man? I'm jealous. I'm jealous, man. You flexing on me. You got a Happy Face in your ear? You're a lucky man. It's like music. Not like me. Not like a lawnmower. I'm a lawnmower in your ear. Ow! Usnic acid in your bread. Let's go! Where do I get usnic acid, bro? Come on, talk to me. Don't throw something like that out there and then leave me hanging. Where do I get it? Put it in my veins. I used to have Usnia formula from him, I think. Pretty sure it was pretty horrid tasting. It was like one of his herbal formulas that he recommended to me, I think. And I was like, this is by far the worst one, flavor-wise. Am I gonna have to leave it sitting out too? I mean, I shouldn't phrase it like that. I have no problem doing it, but is that part of the recipe? Put the usnic acid with the sodium bicarbonate and then leave it. Sourdough. You heard of sourdough, it's power dough. You know what else I heard of today? What is it called? Tofu? I forgot what it was. It was like tofu, but made out of pumpkin seeds. And only the original recipe is good. The rest of them they put like fucking tapioca starch in and shit. But the original recipe is just pumpkin seeds. I think it's called Powfu. Somebody on my Facebook commented because I posted a picture of what I had for dinner when I made what did I make? Zoodles and cheese, pumpkin seed cheese. And he listed the name of that product. In the dehydrator. Cha-ching! And we're actually gonna turn it on. Get those two going. I'm gonna taste this. Don't tell the health department. Yummy. Tell the health department I've been sticking my finger in the dough. Lichen usnea. Come on, man. They don't sell that at the fruit market. What the hell? I gotta get lichen and fruit and usnea. Where? Online? Where do I get usnea? And where do I get lichen? Come on, man. You fucking with me. Judicial Watch sues after New York City fails to clean voter rolls for years. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Judicial Watch announced today that it had filed a federal lawsuit against New York State and New York City election officials, failing to remove potentially hundreds of thousands of ineligible voters from New York City voter registration rolls as federal law requires. The lawsuit, filed under the National Voter Registration Act, details how New York City removed only 22 names under the federal law over 6 years. New York is the worst. The bureaucracy. It's like these, excuse my language, fat, lazy women sitting behind a desk, just utterly bothered to do any work. It's like, oh, I'll get to it when I feel like it. Let me just finish my fucking donuts and coffee and diet soda and fucking Wendy's. Oh my God. New York is the absolute worst. The NVRA requires states to conduct a general program that makes a reasonable effort to remove from the official voter rolls the names of ineligible voters who have died or changed residence. Among other things, the law requires registrations to be canceled when voters fail to respond to address confirmation notices and then fail to vote in the next two general federal elections. In 2018, the Supreme Court confirmed that such removals are mandatory. The Judicial Watch lawsuit details that New York City's own recent data concedes that there were only 22 total removals under this provision during a 6-year period in a city of over 5.5 million voters. These are ludicrously small numbers of removals given the sizable populations of these counties. The lawsuit elaborates. All in all, more than 600,000 voting-age citizens per year are estimated to have changed residence in New York City during the 5-year period from 2016 through 2020. So that's what, 5 years times, that's 3 million. 3 million voters Almost complete failure of Kings, Queens, New York, Bronx, and Richmond counties over a period of at least 6 years to remove voters. Well, dirty voting rolls can mean dirty elections, and New York City's rolls are some of the dirtiest in the country. Well, I'm done reading about that. But makes sense, man. Corruption. Corruption. Big time. Dirty, dirty city. New York is. I'll do my last fizzy shot. I don't have much liquid left, but. Woo-hoo! Oh yeah. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take you over here. If you're just tuning in, here's the new recipe. This guy wanted pizza bread. I'm not making pizza bread for somebody who's not even a Lifewoodarian, but I am not going to leave him hanging, so I'm making pizza dino tracks. And the addition is these 3 ingredients right here. 1 tablespoon onion, 1 teaspoon garlic, 1 tablespoon oregano. Also this time I put in a half a teaspoon of bicarb instead of a 1/4 teaspoon. Other than that, the recipe is the same as last time. Alright, so first, I'm gonna get the blender. Second, I'm gonna put the buckwheat. 4 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 3 cups pumpkin. Three cups pumpkin. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 3 cups pumpkin. Done. Next, half cup moss. Done. Half cup chia. Chia. A little more than a half cup, but that's alright. Chia. 3/2 cup H2O. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Half cup nutritional yeast. as opposed to brewer's yeast. Boom. Half teaspoon sodium bicarbonate. 1/4, 2/4 equals a half. Alright. 2 teaspoons Celtic. 1, 2. Okay, now we got the spices. 1 tablespoon onion powder. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. And 1 tablespoon. Now, should I go oregano or should I go Italian seasoning on this one? See, the Italian seasoning has other things in it, and I'm just thinking in terms, in case this becomes a mass-produced recipe, what's more efficient? If I just only have to add 1 spice, the oregano, or if I have to always look for a blend, or should I go oregano or should I go Italian seasoning? I feel like the oregano is more of a pizza flavor. I'm gonna stick with the oregano. Sorry. 1 tablespoon. It's just pure oregano. Matt says oregano. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for confirming my suspicion. Okay, now blend. I think oregano is really what gives it that flavor. Although basil is really healthy and there's some other great herbs in there. Thyme. This Italian seasoning has thyme. It has marjoram, rosemary, savory, sage, and basil, and oregano. Say lovey. Here we go. Let's fucking go! Pizza! When you eat pizza, you gotta scream. Pizza! Ice cream too. Ice cream! Pizza! I shouldn't be eating because I gotta fight to the death tomorrow. I gotta be light. I don't want to get injured. Just can't. I have so many reasons to not eat. And yet it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do is not eat. Why? Yeah, I think I might have to put more yeast, to be honest. I don't know. Let's see how it actually comes out when it's finished. And then I'll put my notes. I'll put my notes then. I'm glad that this dude ordered though, because I haven't made this recipe in like a week or more, 2 weeks. And, you know, this is my recipe, man. This is the one that's gonna be the game changer. I think, I believe, I hope. I'm licking the blender clean. That's how addicted I am. That's equivalent to when you run out of weed and you're smoking out of a bowl and there's resin in the bowl and you take resin hits out of the bowl. That's what licking the blender is like. If you know what I'm talking about, you're a true head. If you ever did resin hits, you are a true head. Kids today don't know about resin hits. You know why? Because everybody's doing vape and wax. Nobody really smokes like weed anymore, I don't think. Or if they do, they're smoking blunts. I don't know. I could be wrong. Turn that off. Let me see, anybody in the chat? You know what I'm talking about? Haha.
Ribbit.
Matt, you're ahead. You get that resin. That's enough, man. This shit is concentrated. Basically hash, right? Isn't that what hash is? Like just concentrated cooked weed? Burnt weed, whatever, melted weed. Been a minute. Probably been about, let's see. When was the last time I smoked? I don't even remember. Close to 10 years. It's been a little while since I ate weed too. It's probably been a month or more, because I had an ounce of mushrooms, so I wasn't smoking. I spent my money on that instead of weed, because I've been trying to transition off of food. So I said, you know what? The weed is kind of heavy. It's in coconut oil. So if I switch to magic mushrooms, it's less to digest. This is my logic. It's less to digest the blended mushrooms in juice than it is to digest the cooked weed in coconut oil. So pumpkin seed in here. It's not blended. So I said, all right, switch to mushrooms, and I don't know if mushrooms are good for depression, man. To be honest, I was crying. I was literally crying when I took mushrooms, bro. I guess it helps heal the pain because I was forced to confront like traumatic memories, and by confronting them, I had to get to a place in myself where I healed, I guess. I thought about it in a way that I was able to deal with it. I don't know. I think if I take mushrooms again, I'll cry again. But maybe I just took too much. I wasn't like tripping balls. A couple of times I was seeing like nice colors, and if I closed my eyes, there was the mathematical patterns, the kaleidoscope patterns. Overall though, I didn't really take that much, but I did start taking even less, and then actually built up a tolerance because I did it so many days in a row. I think I actually built up a tolerance. So even though I was taking more than a microdose, all the effects were similar to a microdose. But I ordered there's pumpkin seed in there. I ordered 5 pounds of lion's mane mushroom. That came today. I did that because my girlfriend, I think she works for the CIA. My conspiracy is that I somehow got enrolled in the MK Ultra program. It's not called MK Ultra anymore because, people found out about it and they updated the technology, so it's not called MK Ultra anymore. But I basically got enrolled in a program, and she was assigned to be my handler. That's the old the old terminology is handler. But she basically got the job as my girlfriend, and she influences me, whether she knows it or not. Maybe she is who she says she is, and she's just being mind controlled like I am, remotely, or influenced. She's on psychotropic medication. I shouldn't even call it medication. She's on psychotropic drugs. Like the synthetic stuff from a psychiatrist. So, that's how they control these people. And I suspect that she also got the nanotech injection for her job. or what she says is her job. So either she's straight up CIA and she takes orders to pretend to be my girlfriend, or she is being mind controlled to influence me. That's my theory. Or she could be Order of the Eastern Star. You know, the female version of the Masons. And so she's taking orders that way to pretend to be my girlfriend. Anyway, she recommended a movie. She likes watching documentaries. So we saw What the Health together. She's already vegan. But we saw What the Health together. Another one she recommended is called Forks Over Knives. She doesn't want to see the other vegan propaganda films that show animal cruelty because she doesn't like to watch that. But this other one, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend. It's called Fantastic Fungi, I think. Pretty sure it's called Fantastic Fungi. It's about Paul Stamets. You heard of him? And so we got 4 trays. Now he's giving me, the guy I made this for is giving me $40, and he's getting one of these of dino cheese. This is his main order, and then he said he also wanted a few slices of pizza, is what the way he phrased it. So this is normally retail, I believe $25 on my website, $25.99 or something. So I usually build in a family discount of 20%. So basically, this is $20, and I charged him $40. So I'm gonna give him $20 worth of Dino Tracks, which I guess is one sheet. Let's see. So it's a 3x4. So there's 12 pieces. There's 12 Dino Tracks in each one. So he basically is going to get 20. So this is 24. So it's like 1.5. Maybe I'll give him 22. I'll give him 22. 22 pieces. That's actually a lot. I'll probably lose the money on the deal. I'm a terrible business person. Alright, I put on some hot water. I'm gonna have a peppermint tea with some mushrooms and maple syrup in it. And then tomorrow when I go to clean the mats before training, I'm gonna have a coffee with more maple syrup. I'm addicted. I started doing the no sugar fasting today. Damn, was I miserable. Holy, it's gonna be tough. They say the first 3 days are the hardest. How about this one though? Japan's Shinzo Abe, former prime minister, is assassinated. Police arrest 41-year-old man suspected of firing 2 shots at a former leader with crudely made gun. So it was a homemade gun. Let's see if they have a picture of it. All right. Well, he died. He was shot this morning. So Japan is, let's see, what time is it in Japan? $11:39 a.m. So they're 23 hours, 25 hours? Bro. No, 13 hours. They're 13 hours ahead. Okay. So he died this morning, which was last night for us. So last night, he was the longest serving prime minister in Japanese history. and remained powerful even after stepping down. During his term in office, he pushed to strengthen the nation's military, beefed up cooperation with U.S. forces, and made Tokyo a more muscular force in international diplomacy. All right, so look, you can look. You can look up how Tetsuya Yamagami, who lived nearby and served in the Navy, kind of like who's the guy who supposedly killed JFK, you know? Supposedly. You could look up all this. What I'm going to do is go to my Twitter because, hey, Richard, Mr. Blunts. Well, my girlfriend wanted to do something today, but I didn't get out of work until after 8, and I didn't text her because I figured that she was in bed and she didn't text me, so I made some pizza bread. If you want to go back in the stream, I made pizza bread. And I'm waiting on the water to heat up so I can make some of this, which is lion's mane powdered mushroom for depression and anxiety in peppermint tea with maple syrup. Reminds me of when I was a child, my mom would put a candy cane in hot chocolate around Christmas time. The lion's mane mushroom powder smells and tastes like cocoa powder and seems to help my condition. The serving size is 1/3 of a teaspoon, but I'm putting 2 teaspoons in my thing. Okay, but what I'm going to do is click on this from disclose.tv. Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has died. So what I wanted to do was read this because I feel like this is a better place to get the kind of information that I'm looking for, which is like the conspiracy theories. So, the new prime minister marked a noticeable shift from its actions under former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who had made reaching a peace deal with Moscow a major foreign policy priority. Okay? So, let's see. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said that Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's stance on his country's membership in NATO and his refusal to resolve the conflict in Donbass led to the outbreak of war in Ukraine. Maybe the war could have been avoided if Zelensky had been forced to pledge that his country would not join NATO, or had been forced to grant a high degree of autonomy to Luhansk and Donetsk in the east, Abe noted, according to The Economist. Okay. Congratulations to the CIA. This person says you misspelled CCP. They are colleagues. Two Spider-Mans pointing to themselves. Same difference. So CCP, what's that? Chinese something? Okay, they're saying it's China. World War III? I don't know about that. Big Boss is not happy with him. This guy is a Japan first guy in his heart, not globalist. Now New Japan becomes a puppy dog of WEF, World Economic Forum. He's crying. Someone sent the Yakuza Mafia on him. Where was his security when this happened? Right there. They were not fast enough, unfortunately. So I remember somebody said the guy moved out of the way and let the shooter in. This is kind of like what I was saying about Boris before, how, you know, they make a deal with the Illuminati to get the power, but the deal has its downside. The deal is if you go against the deal, they have the right to take you out. Seems like they're going after certain leaders. This one's funny. Did he have something on the Clintons? Let's see if it is officially ruled as COVID. In the end, it's all about COVID as part of their Great Reset. Everyone who doesn't go with it was put on the list. India lost a true friend. He was assassinated. In a country where guns are illegal. All guns, wow. That's what you get when you make deals with the U.S. Take note, Zelensky. Oh boy, he didn't like it. Rest in peace for one of the few patriotic political leaders in Japan. Looks like a 3 or 4 letter agency took him out. WEF member. People in Weibo is happy. I guess this is Chinese. Japan's national and local governments do not have the legal power to impose lockdown measures. Inflation rate 2%. World Economic Forum member. Well, I think he probably had to be. One of the last anti-globalists. They are not the only people that can kill with their deadly jabs. Murdered. Oh, that's a beautiful flag. I guess that's a picture of a homemade gun. Lived there for 12 years while in the military. He He was a great leader for Japan. He was against the NWO doctrine, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the true reason he was assassinated. Here's the guy. There he's pulling the gun out. He aimed good. Globalists are at work. Uh. Two G7 leaders removed in 24 hours. When was the last time that happened? Alright, well. There was one tweet that said he was against the you know what. Ooh, man, it smells good in here, though. Okay, water's heating up. I'm gonna put, let's see. I'm gonna put the moss in the fridge downstairs. Moss in the fridge downstairs, along with this buckwheat. Okay, buckwheat and moss going in the fridge. I don't know where the top is for that. Oh, is this it? Nope. Alright, that actually maybe probably doesn't need a top. Alright, so let me run this downstairs, I'll be right up, and then I'll make my tea, and then I'll say goodnight. Drop these. BRB. So that's pretty much it. The only thing I got left to do is put away the spices, and then we are done. Onion powder, oregano, garlic, Italian seasoning, apple cider vinegar, nutritional yeast, all the stars. And what's this? Peppermint. Peppermint tea right out here. So the vinegar, here's 5 pounds of lion's mane mushroom powder. It's gonna go in my peppermint tea. If you could only smell what I'm smelling right now, you'd probably get hungry like I am. Just cleaning everything up. Water's almost ready. Tracks recipe in the drawer. Nutritional yeast, pumpkin seeds, alright, so that's pretty much it. Let's put this in here. Okay. Oh, that was a fly? It's a freaking fly. There's a fly in my cup. Must have been drinking all my maple syrup or something. Alright. This cup here. This here. That off. Okay, now let that brew, and pretty much all I got left to do, guys, I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of lion's mane. I've been mega dosing today. They say the serving's only 1/3 of a teaspoon, so I guess I'm putting too much, but I want to make sure it works. I can't live like this. So it's got a cocoa flavor. That's why I put it in there. And then the last thing I'm gonna do, once this steeps, I'm gonna put in some maple syrup, and I'm gonna not put in too much, probably about that much. I gotta save a little bit for my morning coffee. And that's it. That's my night. Wheat muncher. What does that mean? What's wheat muncher, bro? Alright, Matt. Yo, thanks for watching. I don't know what's going on with my channel, but I'll just give you an update. Probably as early as late as last week, I was at 2,729, and now I'm at 2,753. So I don't know how it's going up, or how fast it's going up, but it seems to be going up again. So I appreciate you being here. If you got any questions, opinions, anything you want me to talk about, just go to, my freaking elbow. No, don't go to my freaking elbow. Go to masterluki.com. Click on right here where it says about. And then here's all my info. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, phone number, Skype, and mailing address. Over and out.